When I was a kid, I collected comic books. And so growing up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the States, my friends and I in the summer months, we would all get our comic books and we would meet outside and we would trade our comic books. We would bring our Superman, our Batman, our Spider-Man comic books, and we would trade them. But there was one comic book series I would never trade. It was a Superman. Oh my gosh, look, there's a guy right out there wearing a Superman shirt. Okay, you at least have to stand up and show your Superman shirt because this is going to help my message. Thank you so much for doing this. All right. Now we know it's God for me to say this because the Superman is sitting in the congregation. All right. So I had this Superman comic book series and I would never trade it, ever. And the story arc, it was called Bizarro World. And so the story went something like this. There's this other planet, this other realm called Bizarro World, and it's full of evil and injustice and wickedness and brokenness. It's this upside down world, Bizarro World. And there's this person in Bizarro World who looks just like Superman, except he's as evil as Superman is good. And so Bizarro World and its evil and its wickedness is threatening to infiltrate planet Earth. And so Superman decides to make a sacrifice of himself, and he leaves Metropolis to go into Bizarro World to take on this evil, broken, wicked, upside-down world. Now, to go with this story arc, you have to buy into that for the most part, on planet Earth, things are good. I mean, there's peace, there's harmony, there's goodness on planet Earth. It's Bizarro World that's wicked and upside down and broken and dysfunctional and divided. That's Bizarro World, not planet Earth. But I think many of us, if not all of us, would understand and admit that actually we live in Bizarro World. This world we live in is the upside down, broken world. Yes, there are places where there's community and where there's justice and where there's peace and where there's harmony, but there are far too many places on planet Earth where there's despair, division, demonizing, war, where there's broken families, where there's extreme poverty, where girls are sold into human trafficking. There are too many places on planet Earth that are broken and upside down and where there's wickedness and injustice. But here's the good news. Over 2,000 years ago, someone greater than any comic book superhero ever written about, Jesus, came into this broken, upside-down world, and he gave sight to the blind, and he gave dignity and personhood to the broken. He gave mobility to the paralyzed. He changed everything. He gave his life that we might be in intimate relationship with God because he came as God in human form. He came as the love of God, the justice of God, the truth of God, the peace of God, Jesus.